born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. First down throw for Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
And 6 at the 24-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there, first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Power running by Zeke, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
Dad swinging this out quickly to Lamb. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
A first down carry by Elliott. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Prescott now, flush to his right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
It's 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Throwing. Prescott eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz there to make the grab. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It was Jalen Smith who worked through to make that stop. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They go play action. Cousins. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he'll let one go. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
First down, here's the run with Cook. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On play action, Cousins rolling to his right. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he gets it down to the 32. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Play fake. Cousins. They'll roll him out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play action now. Cousins sliding out of the pocket.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Justin Jefferson.
39 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier. He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
These two teams all tied after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Elliott. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right, great. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. They'll run on 1st down. Elliott. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
He's the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st down, it's Elliott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Elliott. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That's complete. Right around the 8.
And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. Here's Prescott. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks in the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Yeah, the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Prescott from the gun.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Throwing the out route and complete. It's Elliott. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott, escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Throwing, Cousins. He'll buy some time right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Off the play fake, Cousins rolling to his right. And that's caught by Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. They'll roll him out right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And it's 2nd down. Throwing is Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back the intended target. And it's 3rd down. They'll throw again. Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Bailey's kick is good. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 22, Cousins. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Cousins throwing quickly out for Jefferson.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To the air again, it's Cousins. And Rudolph has it left side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. On the carry, it's Cook. Cook with a first down and much more.
You don't want none. You don't want none.
Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 41 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
Boy, Dalvin Cook just so explosive in the open field. He's not a small guy either, but once he gets those legs churning, look out.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
19 yards there on the catch and run. Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Jeff Gladney.
I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Again, it's Cook. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Cousins now. And Cook has it, left side. There he goes. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
I'm about to go home.
Following the penalty. He'll have another first down and more. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock.
He's got daylight. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And this offense continues to pour it on. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's going to keep it here. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his routes so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have bucked the trend so far. Sterling performance to this point. On the road, no less, in the wild card round. And they look to finish things off here in this 4th quarter.
And how about the quick feet there as he made a man miss on his way to a solid gain of 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy,
But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. A give to Cook out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing on second down. Cousins looking for his running back, and he's got him. Now Cook hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Past the 20, 10, and this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Oh, what a catch there by Cooper. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Looking deep in the direction of Coop. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 33 yards that time.
48-yard line.
Prescott yet again. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll throw again. Prescott letting one fly deep for Cooper. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And some room to work. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41.
It's
a big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Cousins gives way to Cook. Cook a first down and more. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
This one fielded at the 5.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan.
Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 30 yards there. A first down throw for Prescott. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. The 20.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Ha-ha, Clinton Dix there for the stop.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Cousins here to throw. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. And a disappointing way to close out the season. You got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit. But they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Big D.
I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I